We used to live together. I'm Hannah.
I'm Kris.
And we
used to live together. Roomies, we are back.
Day 2 of Amberpalooza.
Although for them, it may not be 2 days in a row.
But it's still day 2 of it.
Yeah. Episode 2. 2 out of 2.
Amberpalooza part 2. Amberpalooza second.
Amberpalooza 2 Electric Boogaloo.
We are back with our friend, our co-star. Co-star, Amber.
Wow.
This episode
that actually took my breath away.
This episode is not brought to you by co-star, but it could be.
It could be brought to you.
It could be brought
Co-star,
to you
hit
by
us up.
co-star.
Hey, co-star, I read you every day.
Do it.
I do read it every
So funny.
I get my daily updates every day.
That's so funny.
Yeah, and you're so real for that because I don't.
Oh.
But
well,
I could.
Don't say that. Yeah. You're the expert.
I could. But here's the thing: is I feel like co-star. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Producer.
This is just how I sit.
We love RJ, our producer.
Co-star was like kind of under fire for a while. They got like minorly canceled. Not like for anything super problematic.
They're Trumpers.
No, it was shockingly not that time.
They switch all their astrology to be MAGA terms. Like Virgo, you're waking up and you're gonna storm.
You're gonna horoscope for Aquarius.
Yeah.
Eradicate all vaccines.
No.
RFK, we should have looked up. Okay, I do know Donald Trump.
Oh, that's funny.
I do know Donald Trump is a Gemini.
Oh.
What?
Like Lizzo says.
AJ, you looking it up? Okay.
No, that's Doja Cat.
No.
Gemini.
No, Lizzo says it too.
Yeah, Trump is a Gemini.
Yeah.
So then let's see.
Yeah, what's Elon? Elon is just like I wouldn't
Cancer.
be.
Your fellow Cancer.
I don't like that.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
I don't like that.
Do you gotta sit with that for a little?
And then what do we think RFK is?
Oh shit.
Oh wait, hold on. This is the regular one, not the junior.
Yeah. I think
It doesn't matter what the regular one is. She's not here right now.
Rip.
Okay.
God
What do we think
God
RFK Junior is?
RFK
I don't know
Jr. I don't know. Like a fucking Taurus.
Wrong. Capricorn.
Oh, that tracks.
That tracks.
Wow,
I'm-
you guys have a great team.
I'm
Do
actually.
you want to know who's on my team?
Who?
Beyonce.
I'm sure
I
we can
love that
find
for you.
many people, many Virgos.
AJ typing in Republicans that are Virgos.
Yeah, Republican.
It's Candace Owens.
Who do you have? Oh, I don't know any of these people. Give me good people. Oh, John McCain.
Oh,
God rest.
He's a Virgo. Oh,
Oh, no.
Oh, Bernie Sanders is a Virgo.
Oh.
And then you also have Ron DeSantis.
Oh.
He's the worst. That might be the worst one.
Look up
Honestly,
Putin.
Worse than Elon.
Look
no.
up Putin.
Okay, I'm gonna be so fucking for real.
Yeah.
There is nothing like that. That ruined my day.
That you're the same.
Oh, no.
Finding out Elon Musk.
What?
Putin's a Libra.
Are you a Libra?
Let's go. I got Putin on my team.
You and Donald Trump both have Putin on your
Let's go,
Oh.
man.
everything.
Guys, we're not a political podcast.
We're not.
We're
not.
Sorry,
We're
we
not.
went. That
was a tangent.
Things went off the rails.
That was a tangent.
But this does feel like a good segue
Yeah.
to cancers are a little bit the worst. And I will be the first to say that.
Before we get into that,
Yeah.
hey, what's good, my dude?
Are we
Oh.
doing that?
I don't know if we should.
I don't think we need to.
Let me take it back. What you were saying about cancers?
Okay, well at first, before I get into why everybody hates cancers.
Who hates cancers?
Everybody.
Okay.
Yeah, there's
There-
a whole movement. You haven't seen it? It's Cancer.
It's the thin crab line. Are you not familiar?
It's the what?
The thin crab. The sign for like the symbol for Cancer is a crab.
Okay.
It's the thin crab line. I was
Okay.
just making. It didn't land.
Anyway, keep going.
Okay.
We're workshopping.
We are. This is my favorite improv workshop. I first of all want to preface this with I am not an expert on astrology. It's something that's really interesting. And it's like a cool way to like I feel like it's so annoying when people are like, meh, meh, none of it is real. Blah, blah, blah. Guess what? Nothing is fucking real. Nothing is real. Nothing is real. And I think it's like, I feel like sometimes people are like, oh, it's like prescriptive, it's generalizing, but I do think it helps us like understand ourselves better and understand people better. And like sometimes people aren't, they're like archetype, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I do want to preface with that. And that I'm afraid of most Scorpios. So
Have you met many?
Yeah, I've met a good handful.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, so that's to say I don't let astrology like control my life. I don't let it like.
It's not your Lord and Savior.
It's not.
Mm-hmm.
My Lord and Savior is Beyonce. I believe God is a woman. And her name is Beyonce Giselle Knowles Carter. But anyway, yeah, I feel like it's like a fun thing. And I think it's annoying when people are like, meh, 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 it's not real. Meh, meh, meh.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I feel like we're all just trying to have fun.
Yeah.
Like we live in a fucking vacuous capitalist void.
Uh-huh.
And so if I want to be like, my friend Chris is more organized because he's a Capricorn.
Uh-huh.
Like, I feel like I should have that.
Yeah.
That's my right as an American.
I like it because it's more, it's like fun. It's just like,
it's like a fun thing. I'm
like,
not.
If you tell me what Hogwarts house you're in, I'm not going to be like, that's fake. Yeah, I'm just like, it's fun.
Yeah.
Let's have fun, you know?
It's like a weird, like, misogynist. And also, it's like, I feel like when people say that, it's like light. It's light misogyny because they're like, women think this is fun. So it is obviously stupid. It's like women, it's like people think that like anything teenage girls like is stupid. And I think that's dumb.
That's dumb.
So yeah, I want to preface with that. I don't like put a ton of weight into it, but it is, I feel like, a good way to like understand, understand why people are the way that they are. And
so your doctorate is not in astrology?
No, but I do have an MFA. It's not in astrology. Thank you.
MFA.
Thank you. I don't get to I've never used my MFA once in a professional environment. So this is really, I just like to say it.
I'd be saying it all the time.
I would say it, yeah.
One thing about me is I will sprinkle in the fact that I have an MFA.
Yes, you do.
As you should.
Yes.
Listen. But yeah, so that's like the first thing I'll say is that it's, it's supposed to be fun.
And we will say we are not. I don't know anything about astrology, but Hannah does because she checks her co-star every day.
I just want to know what day I'm gonna have.
Yeah. Well, and that's what's so weird is that to me, like growing up, my mom like religiously read her horoscope. Like
in the newspaper?
Newspaper, any kind of magazines, like that was like the first thing she would read.
Okay.
So yeah, my mom, Norma, also a Virgo. Shout out. Oh.
Norma, hey.
And she is a Virgo.
I don't know what that means.
We'll get into that.
We'll get into that.
Okay.
So yeah, I think first, I don't know if we want to talk about like the concept of a big three.
Yeah, give us
Ooh.
like
Well, first let's tell the folks what app we're using.
Well,
I think we did.
No, like, I thought we just tell them the name.
Yeah,
I thought you were gonna go more into it, like how
No.
why you chose that one over.
No, I mean CoStar is just kind of like I feel like it's the most accessible. It's like the most like hip.
Because I'm sure there's like 100.
Oh, there's
like,
right?
right?
There's so many things. Like honestly, Cafe Astrology is great. It's just that website is 1,000 years old and it's terrible to navigate, and they don't have an app. So CoStar I feel like makes it easiest because it is
like
an
you can get
app.
on your phone.
Yeah, but yeah, so that is what we'll be using today. I did pull an infographic from Reader's Digest.
Oh.
So shout out. Reader's Digest if you want to sponsor. Okay, so we'll go through like the big three. So like your sun and moon and rising. Because all of it is based on like where those, so your sun, your moon, where the sun was, where the moon was, and like where your ascendant, fucking whatever constellation was whenever you were born. So your sun sign is like, that's your like cut and dry, like that is your like how you present yourself to the world. And that's like the sun. When someone's like, what's your sign? You're referring to your sun sign.
Okay. Sign.
So it's like kind of your archetype. It defines your ego, identity, like general role in life. Your moon sign is your emotional self. So like kind of it's your moods, your feelings, how you think of yourself and feel about yourself.
Interesting.
And then your rising sign is your outward persona. And it's like how you present yourself to people. So those are sort of like the big three, like the prescriptive big three.
Okay.
But there are other things, excuse me. So if you like, if you pull up like CoStar or like just not even CoStar, but like any astrological chart, it'll say like Venus, Mars, Pluto, like all of those planets, there's like a place for those too. So if you want to get like super into it, it's basically like your Mars is kind of like how you fight. Like Mars is like how you respond in conflict. Venus is how you engage in like romantic relationships. So they all kind of have their different things. And then there's like your houses. So that is like, it's crazy. Like you can get deep. Like I followed this girl on TikTok who is like a professional astrologer. And that's what I say. Like I take it with a grain of salt, but she was literally like looking at Joe Biden's chart and was like on this day, like, and that's what I'm saying. Like take it with a grain of salt. But she was able to like look at his chart and be like, his 8th house is like this sign is in his 8th house, which means some like radical change is going to happen in his life at the end of 2023 or something. And it was like, it happened. And it wasn't like, it was like prescriptive. It wasn't like, it was just like something big, like a big shift is going to happen. And like, it wasn't like she was like, oh, he's gonna, drop out of the presidential race. But I do feel like there is some sort of like cosmic, like, there's like a cosmic blueprint. And so, yeah, that's like the general rap sheet of like what all those things are. And if you want to get really into it, you can like look into your houses, because it's like your houses are like, it's like family, money, jobs, friendships, like, and it kind of, depending on where your house is, it kind of creates like I said, like a blueprint.
Is that stuff on CoStar? Like, could I, or is it just like basic stuff?
It could be.
Yeah, isn't it in your chart? Like it has my houses.
Oh yeah. So houses on the side. So like 1, 2, 3, 4. So I couldn't tell you, like I couldn't go through the numbers and tell you what's what.
Yeah.
But like your like first house is like family. Your second house is like money. Your third, whatever. So they all have like their own prescriptive things.
Interesting.
So yeah, that's a general sort of rap sheet. I also have like some notes on different signs if we want to like get into that, or if you guys want to do your like big three.
I think we should all go through and talk about our stuff, and then yeah, that's a good idea.
Okay.
You want to go, Hannah?
Do you want to go first?
Okay. My sun is in Virgo. My moon is in Aries.
Mm-hmm.
And my ascendant is in Sagittarius.
Interesting.
Tell me about myself, Amber.
Well, you know what's so funny is I think the first time we ever looked up your chart, I was expecting to see like a lot of water. Because like I'm shocked. So like if you think about this is so dumb, but like it's not dumb. But so basically like every sign is associated with like an element. So there's like there's water signs, there's earth signs.
Oh, we know about that.
You know about it.
Avatar.
There's air signs, and then there's fire signs. So like every sign is kind of associated with an element, and like so earth signs. So like you guys are Virgos, or you're a Virgo. So like Virgo is an earth sign. very grounded, very like kind of in touch with reality, like very like go-getter. Capricorns are also earth signs.
Oh, I am?
Yeah, Capricorns are
I
also
thought I
earth
was
signs.
not.
I really wanted to be an air sign.
I wanted to be. Wait, I'm reading them right now.
So, but then there's
Earth sign, Virgo and Capricorn. Yeah, wow.
Virgos and Capricorns are earth signs. I think, yeah.
I can be an earthbender. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. But it's totally fine. But yeah, so like there's earth signs. So water signs tend to be more emotional. So you've got like Cancers, Pisces. It's currently Pisces season. Shout out.
Shout out
to our
Fishies.
Pisces.
Swim away,
Our fishy
baby.
girls. Swim away. So water signs, you have Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio.
Oh.
Yeah. Right.
I thought it'd be a fire
Yeah,
sign.
Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio.
Cancer,
Yeah.
Pisces, Scorpio. And those are so water signs notoriously very emotional, crybabies.
You're a Cancer.
I am.
You're a triple Cancer?
I am
You know who else is a Cancer?
Lorenzo.
Lorenzo.
Oh, I was going to say Elon.
Elon?
I don't want to talk about it. I disavow on behalf of all Cancers.
Right.
I disavow because you know what's so funny is that my knee-jerk reaction would have been like, but Cancer men are the worst.
Mm-hmm.
But Lorenzo's great.
He's a great Cancer.
Lorenzo, yeah, he's like a healthy Cancer.
Mm.
But yeah, I don't claim Elon. Like he doesn't roll with us.
Right.
But yeah, so you've got earth, you've got water, you've got air signs, Aquarius. I think Libras are air signs. There's one more that I'm
Gemini,
not.
Libra,
Gemini,
Aquarius.
Libra, Aquarius are your air signs. So kind of flighty, a little aloof, but like really charming and engaging.
Mm.
And then you've got your fire signs. So that's Aries, Sagittarius,
And Leo.
So those are your fire signs. So strong personalities. Passionate, kind of my way or the highway.
I have two of those.
You are. So that's what I was going to say is it was very shocking to me to have pulled up your chart and seen so much fire because I would have expected some more water because you're more emotional. But I feel like that it makes sense because fire signs are very protective. Fire signs are very like they feel what they feel and they're like, you know, they move through it and they're very intentional. But I remember when we pulled up your chart and I was kind of like walking through it with you, you're like, I sound like a bitch.
I do. Everybody hates Virgos.
No,
I had
don't.
multiple people tell me, like, if I figure out that you're a Virgo, I'm not going to be your friend.
That's nuts. That is a wild way to live your life.
And literally, one of my friends was like, I don't trust Virgos normally, but you're the exception.
Oh my God.
That's
Who says
crazy.
that? Don't say it.
That's bonkers. Because to me, I feel like, well, here's the thing is like there's like positives and negatives of every sign, right? Because to me, Virgos are like, as like a chaotic Cancer, and this is not like lip service, I am so chaotic and I am so type B that I would not be able to move through life without Capricorns and Virgos. Like to be so real.
We're here to help.
That's the thing is like so to me, Virgos are just very like type A. Like I said, my mom's a Virgo. She's very type A. She's very like aesthetic, you know, likes nice things. So yeah, I feel like that's sort of the like prescriptive thing, but I will say I am afraid of most fire signs. I am like terrified. Like Aries, it shocks me that you're an Aries because Aries scare me.
Why?
Because they're just like
Your moon is Aries.
But that makes sense because I feel like you are like a passionate.
Well, I was going to say, why don't you read a little bit of what it says there
About Aries?
Yeah. Well, first read your sun.
Okay, so my sun is in Virgo. It says, the sun determines your ego, identity, and role in life. It's the core of who you are, and it's the sign you're most likely already to know. Your sun is in Virgo, meaning you're particularly smart, responsible, hardworking, self-sacrificing. You're thorough, meticulous, and intentional in everything you do. You can accomplish things that most people can't, but may also get bogged down by the details of your day-to-day. You have a need to be wholesome.
And And I see that for you. I feel like you are like a nurturer and like you're intentional about, like, I feel like with everything you do, like in your home and when you do events, when you do work, like in your work. I'm not even trying to be funny.
No, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
And then you said your moon is?
My moon is Aries.
Okay, read a little bit of that.
The moon rules your emotions, moods, and feelings. This is likely the sign you most think of yourself as, since it reflects your personality when you're alone or deeply comfortable. Your moon is in Aries, meaning your emotional self is independent, energetic, and enthusiastic. You have a tendency to feel inadequate and overcompensate just because failure is a possibility.
Are you resonating with any of that?
Yeah. That tracks.
Yeah.
Then,
Why does that scare you?
I just feel like Aries as like a water sign, I am like fearful of any, like, it tends to be like the Aries or like the Sagittariuses that can like clobber.
Because it's your opposite, right?
Clobber.
Like water.
No, so yeah, like water, it's like water and fire, right?
Opposite,
like,
yeah.
So yeah, it's a little bit just like the, I think in my experience, I myself am just like an earnest person, and I feel like that is like the Cancer motivation is like caretaker, maternal energy, and fire signs in general. Like Aries are just very like, this is how we're gonna do it, and it's like my way or the highway. And I feel like in my experience, I try to be really accommodating, but sometimes it's hard because I'm like, I don't know how to accommodate you. So yeah, I feel like that's part of it.
Okay.
But what's your rising?
Ascendant in Sagittarius, Taylor Swift.
Yeah. The archer.
Your ascendant is the mask you present to people. It can be seen as your personal style and how you come off to people when you first meet. Some say it becomes less relevant as you get older. It changes every 2 hours. So if it doesn't make sense, reconfirm your birth time. Oh.
Yeah. So if we want to, so it's like based on your birth time.
Oh.
So like your sun and your moon, it's like, it varies by, like, so no one knows what time I was born. Controversial. And it is not on my birth certificate because I was not born in California. And the state I was born in.
They don't do times?
They don't do times. I've looked at my birth certificate. There would be no way of knowing. My parents obviously hate me.
Can you say what state?
I was born in New Mexico.
Okay, so New Mexico doesn't believe in time.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Which honestly tracks.
Ever since the aliens went there, they stopped doing time.
Roswell. Yeah. So
rising.
So yeah. So your rising has the most variation. But if you know exactly what time you were born, then it's like less of a mystery.
Okay, what does yours say?
So your ascendant is in Sagittarius, meaning you come across as independent, optimistic, and confident, though sometimes you're overly blunt or critical. Generally a charming conversationalist, your free-spirited approach may come off as restless or easily bored.
That I feel like is you.
That's me.
That is like the you present to the world.
My turn.
Yeah, let's hit it. Because you're a double cap.
Yeah, surprising, right?
Captain on deck.
Captain on deck.
Capricorn on deck.
Capricorn? Oh, that's the new one. Yeah, I'm going to say that. Okay. Your sun is in Capricorn, meaning you are fundamentally responsible, serious, efficient, and rational. This can lead to a power-hungry ambitiousness or support for the dreams of those around you. Oh, and I do that. Emotionally reserved, you need to learn to express your inner world and have fun. Okay. Done and done.
Oh, did you not read the bad part?
Is there a bad part?
He doesn't
don't
like to
know.
read the bad parts.
Wait, what's the bad part?
I don't know. Was there anything?
That was it. That was the whole
Oh,
thing.
perfect. Yeah. Oh, I guess it said you
here,
were power hungry.
It's in your 11th house, whatever that means, meaning you feel the need to distinguish yourself from others through social status, including platonic and casual friends, along with your hopes, wishes, and dreams.
I didn't read that part of mine.
That's okay.
Okay, your moon is in Capricorn, meaning your emotional self is somewhat repressed in the name of responsibility, seriousness, and rationality. You crave the guidance and comfort of a teacher or parent. It's in your 12th house, meaning you find security and safety through privacy, secrets, and introspection. Okay. So have you met anyone who's a double something?
Well, so I, on paper, am because no one knows what time I was born.
Mhm.
I am either a double Cancer or a triple Cancer.
Whoa, triple Cancer.
Yeah. I be crying.
Yeah.
One thing about me is I'm gonna cry. So yeah, I feel like it's
Does that
pretty
mean I'm like the
uncommon.
same? So if
Yeah.
my sun and moon are the same,
yeah,
I'm
I would say
Capricorn in
it's kind
both.
of like emotionally you are the same. Like you don't put on anything.
Okay.
You know, like but then there's your like ascendant and that's sort of like how you present yourself.
Okay, so my ascendant or my rising is in Aquarius, meaning you come across as broad-minded, intellectual, and prone to abstraction, though
Mhm.
somewhat detached or abrupt in your dealings with the real world. Your unconventional interests may seem eccentric or pretentious to others.
I can see that.
Don't.
Are you looking at the table or the circle on your thing?
I'm on my
I'm on the chart.
It's like
Yeah.
The circle is so confusing.
Yeah, it's like, what am I reading?
I'm on the table.
Yeah, the
I'm
circle
on
doesn't
the
make any
table.
sense. Well, it does.
So on the table is like, if like your sign has like more space, like this one's like Scorpio's like there. I got 3
Yes.
Scorpios.
Yeah.
Does that mean I got
So-
that a lot?
Yes. So it's like it's pretty prominent in your chart. So like you'll see I have a couple, like my Jupiter and my Pluto are in Scorpio. Like you have some doubles.
I see your planets are. I see.
Yeah.
I
So
get
it's
it
like
now.
you're
Okay.
sort of the sign. Oh my God, I keep bumping this. Sorry.
That's all right.
It's like it's the sign, the planet, and then the house. So yeah, just depending. So like mine, I have a couple of planets that are in specific signs. So like I have a couple in Scorpio, a couple in Capricorn, and then on CoStar, I am a double Cancer. I'm a Cancer moon, Cancer sun. Or no, I'm a Cancer sun, Leo moon, Cancer rising.
Okay.
But that is because one parent says I was born at 6 a.m. The other parent says I was born at like closer to 7
a.m.
7 a.m.
Mhm.
And that's like the 2-hour difference that they're talking about is like double check if it doesn't seem right because it shifts more
Okay.
frequently. So sun in Cancer, and I'm here to just defend Cancers.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Read yours. Read yours. Yeah, go ahead.
because we mean well. We mean so well, sometimes too well. So the sun determines your ego. Your sun is in Cancer, meaning that you are fundamentally sensitive, nurturing, and gentle. Your emotions may seem like a burden to you. You're deeply committed to your relationships and being good to the people you care about. You may have trouble with self-discipline,
Oh.
which is so real. This is real.
This is me.
I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be now. Gonna let the light
shine on me.
Go on.
I also have trouble with self-discipline because I have ADHD. So it's like really, it's like a coin toss. It's really could go either way. So in this case, and here's the thing is like, it's like fun and cool to be like, haha, I'm a triple Cancer. But my moon in Leo also makes sense because your moon is in Leo, meaning your emotional self is dramatic, proud, expressive, idealistic, and somewhat self-centered. You need a lot of love, care, and validation from people. So I feel like I see that for myself as well. I'm like, I can be kind of a ham.
You?
I know, it's crazy. So yeah, I feel like that also tracks for me as well. So I'm not like
all the texts you send me. Do you hate me?
literally, I texted Hannah last night at dinner. We were sitting directly across from each other.
Do you hate me?
Do you hate me?
To which she replied.
Yeah.
I looked at her dead ass in the eyes and said no. I didn't even text her back.
She didn't. She left me on red. She left me on red over at the dumpling table.
At the dumpling table.
At the dim sum table. And then ascendant is in Cancer. So I feel to me like my Cancer, my ascendant and my sun sign being the same is kind of like what you see is what you get. Like that's like I which is true. I am terrible at hiding. Like I just am who I am. I can't like front. So your ascendant is in Cancer, meaning you come across as gentle, intuitive, and warm. though some may regard this as overly emotional or sensitive to criticism. Which is that's so crazy that someone would think that I'm sensitive to criticism. As long as you're being nice to me and you're telling me I'm hot and I'm doing a good job every 45
Honestly,
minutes,
Honestly,
every hour on the hour, I'm fine. So yeah, that's sort of my like quick rap sheet, which I don't feel like is wrong.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm.
Are you implementing this in your daily life, or like how often are you not checking CoStar? Like,
No,
Is that weird?
no. I mean, I don't, just because to me, I'm not like, I don't know. Like, I'm just
like
gonna
this
like
isn't
move.
ruling your life.
No.
Are
And
you
like
young?
That's
Didn't even
such-
cover. Yawning with no cover is crazy.
It caught me by surprise.
You're such a Virgo.
I was gonna say that's so Virgo of you.
I haven't had
That's
coffee.
so Virgo
I'm
of you. I know.
sorry.
No, it's okay.
Yeah, sorry, the coffee shop was closed this morning.
My favorite coffee shop was unexpectedly closed.
Yeah.
Not a they them in sight.
No.
Not.
I'm so sorry. Sometimes the yawns just creep up on me.
Yeah.
No, it's I'm hurt. That's the opposite of you telling me I'm hot and funny and cool.
Anyway.
I have a question.
Yes.
So upon going through, because I got it too. I got
Yes,
the
I was
app,
gonna
too.
say, do you
Read
want to go over
yours.
yours?
Well,
Oh yeah, tell us.
Yeah,
yours.
I can go over mine, but like I was reading through, so each of the sun, the moon, and all the planets, they have some sort of meanings tied to them.
Yes.
And so one that I saw that I thought was interesting was the Neptune. So it says that Neptune stays in each sign for around 14 years, meaning it rules a generation more than a person.
yes.
So everybody within a 14-year span will have the same sign in
Mhm.
Neptune.
yeah.
So when we refer to generations like Gen Z
Yeah.
and millennials and baby boomers,
Yeah.
do you think that is more tied to, I guess, like,
Ooh.
I know we kind of go off age range
Right.
and define a generation by when they were born,
Mhm.
but do you think also the attitude of that generation comes from what their Neptune is? as
Mm.
well?
I could see that. I mean, especially if it's like every 14 years, I feel like that kind of is the shift, like generationally. I feel like
Mhm.
it's like
Yeah.
the 10 to 15 year shift.
Yeah.
I could see that.
Because we could see, like, we clearly know a difference between somebody who is a millennial and how
Yeah.
they act and how
Yeah.
they kind of view the world and what they feel, what they drives them
Mm-hmm.
versus what Gen Z goes for and
Right.
what they value and kind of, and mine's a Capricorn. So they find inspiration through hard work, responsibility, seriousness, and ambition,
Mm-hmm.
where that doesn't sound like Gen Z at all.
Yeah. Well, we were talking yesterday and you're kind of in that like limbo-y. You're
Right.
not a millennial, but you're not Gen Z.
It's like on paper,
Yeah.
I'm 95, so it's like
Mhm.
that ties more with millennial.
yeah.
But I like understand Gen Z tendencies.
Yeah.
So I'm curious if like maybe the year after that it switched or something,
Yeah.
or maybe within like 3 years it switched, and then that's where
Mhm.
you really see a difference between Gen Z
Mhm.
and
Right.
millennial and attitudes.
Right. Shifting.
You and I have the same Neptune. I'm also a Neptune and Capricorn.
Where's my? I'm also a Neptune and Capricorn.
Oh, look at that!
It could be-
So
so-
I wonder when it changes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yours.
See,
Are
I'm
you-
also a Neptune
like-
There you go.
Capricorn.
Oh, hey.
My Neptune is in Capricorn.
We're all in the 14 year.
But
So, which makes
So
sense.
what? So if the house changes, then
yeah.
because mine says 10th house. I don't know
Right.
if yours.
11th
Is,
Let's
house.
see.
Oh, second.
7th.
Wow.
So yeah,
okay.
it might just be it's different for everyone. Well, and so that's a good point too, because I feel like there's been a lot of talk recently about like your Saturn return.
Mm.
My
Saturn has returned. Yeah, yeah.
I went to a different song.
Oh, I was thinking
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
See,
Does that mean-
I was thinking SZA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So does that mean
Are you?
something?
Because to me,
You're SZA rising?
No, my SZA
AJ's
Saturn is like really in the 8th house.
AJ Your SZA is in Gatorade. Your SZA Saturn is in Gatorade. Yeah. Well, and so that's the thing is like Saturn, like they say your Saturn return happens between like the ages of like 25 and like 32, and it depends on
So
your
mine's
chart.
happening right now.
It could be, but you would look up your chart. Like you can literally go online and be like, when is my Saturn return going to be? Look up your birth time. And because that's like a big thing, because that's when your life sort of starts to shift. I can't stand you. But like your Saturn return is when you're sort of like, well, I got to grow up now, basically. So like my Saturn return started when I was 27 and it goes on. Yeah. When I turned 27, everything started to change.
Interesting.
Wow.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I'm just reading my Saturn and I'm like, why is this like aligning?
Wait,
Yeah.
how do you know when the Saturn returns?
You would have to go on and do your like
Because I just
Calculator.
I typed in on Google. It didn't really give me any answers. I said,
so
when does my Saturn return?
so you would have to put in your like birth time. Like because that would show in your like in the sky, like when your Saturn. I don't fucking
So I
know.
gotta look at the sky.
Yeah. Look up. But yeah, so Saturn rules responsibility, restrictions, limits, boundaries, fears, and self-discipline. So yeah, it's like one of those things where people say like during their first Saturn return, which is like every 30 years, kind of that is when
Wow.
your life starts to shift and become
Okay.
you have more responsibilities.
Says the periods are estimated to be roughly at ages 27 to 31,
Mhm.
56 to 60, and 84 to 90.
Yeah.
And then a fourth return if you reach the ages of 114 to 118.
Yeah.
Dang,
I mean,
a fourth return. That's
A
crazy.
fourth return. My fourth Saturn return is going. I will be returning to the grave.
Shit, I'll be lucky if I get a third one.
Yeah, for real. In this economy, a fourth Saturn return in this economy.
That's crazy.
So
Oh,
yeah.
so that's what they refer to as a quarter life crisis and a midlife crisis.
That's
Oh.
crazy.
yeah. So it's basically your priority shift. Your
Interesting.
And priorities have shifted for me, all right.
yeah.
Would you care to share with the class?
Okay.
No. That's my business. You stay out of it.
Just know they shifted.
Just know they shifted gears.
Yeah. Things are shifting
Now we're
quickly.
cars. Now we're doing car signs. Are you a Nissan or a Malta?
I'm gonna be so real. I'm a Honda Civic Sun, a Subaru Forester Moon.
And a Cybertruck Rising, right?
Oh my.
Elon is just a triple Cybertruck.
Oh my goodness.
So yeah, I feel like there is some like prescriptive meaning,
Yeah.
but
Well, anyway, this is not ruling your life on a daily.
no, like I don't let it. I can tell you this astrological sign of everyone I've ever dated and how that went. Like I've dated a lot of Libras,
Okay.
and they're
What's
great.
Adrian?
Adrian is an Aquarius.
Okay.
So
Okay.
like, which honestly, to be so real, Aquariuses are the ones I know about the least. But I have like I pulled up the little sort of, so like no feelings, just concepts, actually believes in conspiracy theories.
He does not.
Always feels like an outcast, which is like, I don't feel like that's true, but like Adrian is very aloof. Like he's very practical about his feelings.
Yeah, I get that.
You know,
just
like
from even like a short conversation with him,
Yeah.
you can tell.
So
Yeah.
he's just, that's just who he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll fetishize his personal freedom. He loves his like time to do. He loves to play Helldivers. Like I think when I'm just like not at home, he is,
Yeah.
playing video games.
Are there like certain signs that gel well with other signs?
Yeah. So okay, actually, we can talk about like complementary signs. So if you think about it as like a color wheel, right? There's sort of like every person has their counter person. Penny is all of ours.
Oh, Penny.
But like, so for Cancers, for example, you're sort of counterpart, like on the other side of the wheel, if
I'm
you
looking
will.
at the wheel, yeah.
Yes,
Oh,
is a
can I see?
Capricorn. So like Cancers and Capricorns do really well together.
Okay.
Hey, that's us.
Yes.
friendship.
Cancers and Capricorns do really well
You
together.
just did the Ariana Cynthia. We're holding space for this.
We're holding space for our complementary friends. But yeah, so Capricorns, so like
Yeah.
in my experience, I am a chaotic type B Cancer.
Mm-hmm.
The best boss I ever had was like a chill, laid back Capricorn who just like made sure shit got done.
Yeah.
You know, and like didn't care if I was chaotic about it, but like, so it's kind of like the complementary signs,
Yeah.
right?
Who's chilling with me?
Virgo
Yeah.
is Pisces.
Oh, I can see that.
Why are you making that face?
I don't know a single Pisces.
Wait, where do you see
Yeah,
the
are you
friends?
looking
It's
at
on the wheel.
Yeah, are you looking at the
Are there
wheel?
any Pisces out there that want to be my friend?
Roomies.
Pisces,
If you're a Pisces,
roomies?
hit up Hannah.
You said it's across from each other. Those
Yeah.
are your friends.
Yeah.
Mhm. Well, you're
Yeah, or
complimentary.
like your buddy, your complementary
Yeah.
sign.
What are you, Cassie? Dang, I was hoping
Cassie.
you were a Pisces.
Wait, 'cause
Gemini.
I thought Aries and I didn't get along.
But no, I feel like Aries and Libra, they're both like passionate and charming and dynamic people. But
Maybe I read
Aries-
something wrong.
Oh, okay.
Do you know an Aries that you hate?
Well, there was one I didn't get along with,
That'll do it.
It only takes one.
but I thought that was my enemy.
No,
Well,
it's like your complementary,
Could be an
like,
is it like a friends to what is it, enemies to friends trope?
oh, maybe.
No,
Maybe
I
you
don't know.
haven't
They
met.
just bugged me,
I mean, that's real.
but I didn't know anyway.
But maybe they bugged you because they were an asshole and
Yeah,
not
maybe
because
they're
they were an
just an
Aries.
asshole.
Yeah, maybe they were just a dick.
It had nothing to do with the sign.
Yeah. I mean,
They're just rude.
yeah. Can you imagine? Okay, imagine that the Elon clip goes viral and people all of a sudden
Or what?
are like advocating for Cancers because they love Elon.
You start
Oh.
the Cancer revolution.
Yeah.
I can't.
You're the face
You're
of
the-
it.
yeah.
I disavow.
Elon sent you a Cybertruck.
Oh
Yeah,
my goodness.
which is crazy. But then I would be a triple Cybertruck.
Oh man.
So-
All right. Well,
so, yeah.
how are you treating this? Like when you're checking your
Yeah.
CoStar daily, how
I
are
am
you?
not like studying it. Let me be very clear. This is not running my day to day.
Yeah.
I think it's fun.
No,
It
yeah,
is.
it is.
It's
and
fun.
stop shaming me for that.
We're not.
No.
We're just curious.
That's
like,
such
what,
a Capricorn
when
thing to
you-
be like, that's not practical.
I'm
What
not-
are you
I
doing
did-
with your time?
First of all, don't put words in my mouth.
I am so fired up right now.
What like when you're checking it? Like what's your
It's just like,
intention?
I don't know. I just want to
It's just like a fun little
see what's up.
yeah, see what my
Like, what
day
kind of
is
day am
going
I
to be
gonna have?
like. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I feel like there's a lot of people who don't do that intentionally.
No, yeah. I
'Cause
just
they
kind
don't
of
want
like,
it to rule their life.
Oh,
yeah.
Right.
I get an alert
Mm-hmm.
and then I click it.
You have notifications on.
Why is that funny?
What's so funny
That's what
about
the
that?
app does that.
I don't think that's funny, Chris.
I feel bullied.
He just laughs at things.
I feel so bullied.
Okay, you get the
Actually,
notification.
I feel like Virgos and Capricorns are not compatible.
friends. Yeah.
Newsflash. CoStar just alerted me.
Yeah. New notification from CoStar.
I think it's just because it's not telling me like today you're gonna have the best day. Like no, it's just like general things that nothing's
Yeah.
ever that specific in these things that I'm reading. It's
Right.
like
yeah.
it's just kind of like reminders. Like today it said something about like being intentional with relationships.
Mm.
Yeah.
So it feels just more like a little bit of like a reminder because that's
Yeah.
things I've already wanted to do.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't know. It's just kind of like reading it
Yeah.
in that way makes
Mhm.
it feel.
Yeah.
I don't
It's
know.
just like a fun,
I'm just
it's a
having
fun, spicy
It's
thing.
the one part of joy of my day, Christopher.
Yeah. And honestly, it's so Capricorn of you to try to take that from her.
I wasn't trying to take anything.
I do it because Beyonce does it. She reads
It all leads back to
Beyonce.
Bay.
Since you are our single friend, Chris.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did want to see who potential good matches would be for a Capricorn,
Okay.
just to see.
Or maybe add it to your hinge.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
What does it say? Who is my?
Capricorn seeking.
So
Scorpio.
Capricorns are most compatible with Taurus, Virgo, and water signs like Cancer,
signs.
Scorpio, and Pisces.
Okay.
Because maybe you bring the order to the chaos, but you love the chaos.
It is fun.
Wait, so it
sometimes.
was Taurus?
Yeah. So Taurus, Virgo, and then water signs,
sign.
Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces.
Okay.
That's a lot of options.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
that's 2/3
you
of
got
that.
a big pool to work from.
Yeah. Yeah. And I
Okay.
mean, there's like lots of, because it could be, Capricorn and Pisces are an ideal pair. Both signs are.
You're looking for a Pisces, and I'm looking for a Pisces.
What if my Pisces ends
Is
up
it-
being your Pisces?
Oh man, that'd be so convenient.
That'd
Actually,
be actually so convenient.
Roomies, if you're a Pisces and
If
you want to
you're
be
a
friends
single
with a Virgo,
Pisces, yeah.
and you want to be in a romantic relationship with a Capricorn,
we got
Yeah.
a package deal for you. You cannot refuse.
It's true. Because both sides are committed to showing up for the people.
2 for 1.
2 for 1.
Yeah.
Wait, both sides are what?
Both sides are committed to showing up for the people they care about in a traditional, heartfelt way.
And we do.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
So I feel
And
like
we do.
We're looking.
yeah,
We're looking.
we are in search of.
And it's Pisces season. So the
It
Pisces
is.
are
Oh my
right-
God.
I just looked it up. Well, because I was looking up when my Saturn will return. But my
He's so concerned.
my Saturn will be in Pisces March 29th, 2025.
Whoa.
This year.
So it's coming
Oh
up.
my God. So wait, that's your Saturn return, right?
Yeah. So it's coming up.
Your Saturn.
Let me see.
return
Can we
has
hang out that day,
returned.
actually?
I'm on a
Well,
plane
it's
that
for,
day.
It's for like a whole year, though. It says-
Yeah. It's like
like-
a long-term
Oh, it's
thing
the whole
because it's
thing.
like
we have a
you're
Saturn
experiencing-
solstice. We throw a party.
We'll throw you a party, AJ.
Yeah, party.
Well, and then you turn 30 this year.
Yes.
Yeah. That's like the beginning of your 30.
And I've been telling people
Wait,
30.
you turned 30 this year?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
it'll be because it lasts until February of 2026.
Yeah.
Oh.
So it's like
that's-
11 months.
Yeah, it's a good chunk of time. It's just enough time for him to buy a motorcycle.
yeah.
Just enough time for him to leave his children.
Don't leave Penny.
Oh my
You-
gosh.
You cannot leave
Yeah,
Penny.
I'm trying to think about, do people still have midlife crises? I don't think people can afford to have midlife
In
crises
this economy?
now. Yeah, like I think
know.
there's no like, but yeah. So
Very
that's-
interesting.
We're gonna
Yeah.
watch you
let me
Right
closely
around the
this
corner.
year.
What is your Saturn, Hannah? I'm gonna look it up.
I thought. Wait.
Well,
Oh,
just I
we're
want
talking
to
about our
see
Neptunes.
everybody's.
So like I think I'm in my Saturn return until like next year,
Oh,
and
really?
I turned 30 last year.
Sagittarius, what's yours?
Your Saturn is in
Aquarius.
Aquarius.
So you are currently in your Saturn
and I
return
feel it, Mama.
until March 29th.
Oh,
I'm on a
you're
plane.
playing.
I'm gonna die on this plane.
you're not.
Shut the
No.
fuck up.
Saturn's
that's
coming
all
for me.
Say that.
We can't put that energy out into the world.
Yeah.
Mostly because a plane can't fly but 2 miles without. Anyway,
What?
nothing. It's fine.
Anyway, my Saturn is in Sagittarius.
And Sag, huh?
Yeah.
It's crazy
It's gonna be
because
great.
yours is leaving, but then it's coming to me.
Oh.
You're passing it on to me.
You
Whoa.
are send it on. Get it on and send it on. I'm sorry.
Bye, Penny. Thank you.
But yeah, so maybe it is like you're passing along.
I'm passing the torch.
Yeah. Do you feel like you've been kind of experiencing like a quarter life, midlife?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you going through
Situation.
something, Mama?
I'm actually no. I'm going through something. I'm going through something.
Okay.
That's okay. It's hard.
I don't know what I'm doing.
I mean, none of us do. But that is the thing. That's part of a Saturn return is like there's sort of an evaluative experience. Like there's something that happens where all of a sudden you're like, this isn't my life. Like I went through the same thing last year.
Yeah.
Where I was like, fuck, I'm like at this job and I don't know if this is what I want to do with my life.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, what is my life? What is the next like quarter of my life going to look like?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like we're literally just talking about freezing our eggs.
We were just talking about freezing our eggs.
So
I feel like whatever I try doesn't work.
but that's maybe that's because there's something
Did you-
new
so
on the
is this-
horizon.
Is this a significant difference in how you felt like before this? Like,
Yeah.
earlier in your life?
Yeah. It never really affected me, but now it's got me down in the dumps.
Mm.
So,
Well, good
but
thing
on
you're-
March 29th, I'm
Yeah.
gonna feel brand new.
I was
It's
gonna say good thing you're passing it on.
But it makes sense. Like if you think about it, it's like this. It's your next
Yeah.
It's your next act, you
Yeah.
know?
Okay.
Did you find my Saturn, AJ?
No, I can't find it. You're done.
You have no more
You-
Saturn.
I'm
your
out of
Saturn, I
Saturns?
mean, your Saturn might have already.
You've used all your Saturn.
I've used all my
They're
Saturns.
done.
Great.
I couldn't find
SZA
it.
took all your Saturns.
This is out.
Honestly, it's fine.
You're like, I don't need them.
I don't need them. I just need my Pisces. All right. Well.
I do too, apparently.
Oh yeah.
If you're a Pisces
Yeah.
out there,
Wait, what is the birth month of a Pisces?
so Pisces, it's actually Pisces season right now. It's like
You
end
look
of
it up, AJ.
end of February, beginning of March.
Oh,
Oh.
I thought I might have had a Pisces,
Yeah, no.
but she's beginning of February.
Oh yeah, that's an Aquarius.
Okay. Wait. So what is it?
Dang.
So it's like
February to March.
So it's kind of like the 20th to the 20th is like
Okay.
the sort of, and like the 20th to the 22nd is like your cusp area.
Mm-hmm.
So you're gonna look. You want someone whose birthday is like February 22nd to like March something 18th.
Okay. I will.
19th.
Roomies, if you're born in late.
Chris is the
late
Bachelor, the new
Yeah.
Bachelor.
Late
The
Feb.
Pisces Bachelor.
The Pisces new Bachelor just dropped.
I have a very serious question.
I'm here. I'm listening.
What does it mean when Mercury's in retrograde, and why should we be afraid?
Okay, I'm gonna be so.
I'm just asking
that
what
is-
the people
That
wanna
is
know.
a real. That is
Great
a real
question, Hannah.
question.
Mhm.
Thank you.
So, Mercury, like we were talking about planets, Mercury is a planet of communication. So, like
Oh.
when Mercury is in retrograde, I'm not a scientist. Just disclaimer, not a scientist, but it's like when it's not like it actually turns like on its axis, like it appears to be going backward.
Oh, okay.
So Mercury is a planet of communication. So when it's in retrograde, it's kind of, they say not to make like big decisions because there's like lapses in communication. So this can be in like really practical ways, like your texts aren't going through, your emails aren't, you know, like your email is down. You didn't receive communication that you needed
You left
to like.
someone on red.
You left someone, or someone left you on red at dinner while you were trying to enjoy dumplings.
I just read on CoStar, Mercury determines how you communicate, talk, and think and process information.
Yes.
It also indicates how you learn. It is the mind's planet.
Yes.
Oh.
So like people say like during Mercury retrograde, you tend to get into more arguments. There's more miscommunications just because, you know, it, like things break down. Right.
And I have the dates for this year's.
Okay, I
Yeah,
was
Oh,
wondering
yeah,
why
yeah,
does
yeah,
it
yeah,
happen?
because-
So
It's every 3 months.
Oh.
Every quarter?
So
Quarterly.
So in
Quarterly?
2020,
reports?
in 2025, the Mercury retrograde dates are March 14th to April 6th.
No, I'll be in Ireland.
Uh-oh.
Sorry. July 17th to August 10th, and November 9th to November 29th.
Oh, that's your...
Thanksgiving?
Wow.
Yeah. There's gonna be a lot.
This year is ruined.
Thanksgiving is a miss.
There's gonna be a lot of fights at the table this year.
Turkeys will be running amok.
Oh,
What
man.
happens if it says my Mercury's in Virgo? Does
I
that
mean,
have to
that
do with
makes-
retrograde?
I mean,
Oh,
it's just also like how you communicate and
Wait,
process
my
information.
Mercury is in Capricorn. That's interesting.
Oh.
Okay.
So it's just like, so in that sense, I think it's just like how you process and like relay communication.
Oh, so is it affected when it's in retrograde? Is that
I mean,
part?
yeah.
Okay.
Like the way that you communicate, or like that's why they say like not to spend a lot of money. Like there's some people I know who are really superstitious or like super down, you know, for astrology that like they won't. Like I met someone once who was like, I was gonna buy a house and then it was Mercury retrograde and I decided I didn't want to like make that decision. So I think it's like how it's all weighed.
Yeah.
It's all weighed differently.
Oh, we're just never mind.
What?
Never mind. That's personal.
All right.
So
Wait,
Final thought. Oh, go ahead. I'm so sorry. Go ahead.
I forgot now. No, it literally just vanished from my mind.
Your Mercury is in
My Mercury.
your Mercury,
Mercury.
your Mercury is
don't buy-
empowered.
Don't buy any houses. anytime
yeah.
soon.
Yeah, I was gonna say Mercury retrograde isn't the thing keeping me from buying a house.
No.
I wish that was what. I wish I was privileged enough to use that as an excuse.
Mercury retrograde has nothing to do with why I'm not a homeowner. That's another Cancer.
Which
That's
one's
Elon Musk's
controlling the
problem.
interest rate?
Because I was gonna say last Virgo season,
Yes.
Mercury was in retrograde and
Yes.
everybody was freaking out.
Yeah.
It was because of Virgo or
Yeah. Well, I think it's probably because Virgos are very organized, communication dependent people.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're very forthcoming, and so it's.
Were you
probably part
affected
of
during
it.
that time?
Yeah,
that
were
dark
you
time?
affected?
It's taking me back. I'm sorry. Anyway,
Final
Yeah.
thoughts on any of this?
I mean, grain of salt. I think it's just fun, and
Mhm.
anyone who like tries to poo poo on it, I'm like,
Yeah.
okay,
I
fuck you.
hate when
Tell me-
people poo poo on stuff. It's literally
Don't yuck my yum.
exactly like we
like
always
we
say.
always say,
Don't yuck my yum.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
Because I think it's fun, and I think it's like it's an easier way to try to understand people.
Hmm.
Because unfortunately, like there are some like sometimes it's like, oh, I'm just a Scorpio. I keep it real. And it's like, no, Janice, you're just a bitch. Like,
Damn it, Janice.
like it's always Janice.
No, it's always Janice. She's a Scorpio accountant, and she's just the worst. But yeah, like I mean, it's grain of salt, but also sometimes I'm like, yeah, that is an Aries. It is a little bit of an Aries quality to be, you know, like, yeah.
AJ knows.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, grain of salt.
Okay.
This was super fun.
Super
Yeah.
fun.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for Amberpalooza Part 2.
I want to do a part.
Oh,
Okay.
Penny.
Okay, Penny Scorpio.
I was gonna say, Penny,
Oh, wait.
what are
I have
Penny's
her
big
bir- I
three?
have her
Oh, yeah.
birthday.
Stop.
Stop.
We must know.
What's September 25th?
She's a Virgo.
She's a Virgo?
Or no, she's a Virgo Libra cusp.
We're going to find out
That's
right
why. Look at us. Look
Or
at
no,
us.
she's a
Virgos right
Libra.
now.
She's a Libra.
Oh, she is.
Wow, just like her father.
Just like her father.
Oh, wait, hold on. 2016. And she is Year of the Monkey.
now. Oh.
Penny.
Oh.
Hi.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh.
That's the bell. Roomies, thank you so much for joining us on this very cosmological, astrological.
Thanks for coming on this rocket ship with us as we explore
the
the
stars.
stars.
Thanks for joining us for SpaceX on SpaceX.
Of course you would
You
say
would
that.
say that.
Of course.
I hate, for the record, I hate Elon Musk.
Amber identifies as an Elon moon. Elon.
Triple
I'm a triple Elon.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
I'm a triple Elon. I'm actually pregnant with his 25th child. So
Thank you so much, Amber,
thank you for having
joining
me.
us.
Happy to be here.
And I don't want Amberpalooza to go away.
I know.
Amberpalooza quarterly. Amberpalooza.
Yeah, I'd love that. I feel like Amberpalooza carries on in our hearts.
It
Yes,
does.
absolutely.
It does.
Roomies, thank you so much. Follow us on
Yes.
the socials. Listen to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Give us the 5-star ratings. Patreon. We love you. Let's do something at the end for Patreon.
Okay.
Okay. Well, until next time, it's been real. It's been fun. It's been real fun.
Harmonize, ready? Bye.